Welcome to the Wine Centric Show, inside James Suckling's Great Wines World event, New York City. I have to tell you, this was an electric wine event, and I had the unique opportunity to be inside the ropes with my camera and microphone, getting great interviews from some of the best winemakers and wine professionals in the world. I also want to say a big shout out and thank you to Monsieur Guillaume Kuka of Clos Apalta and La Pastole Wines for inviting me to pour alongside him. Also, James Suckling and his team were unbelievably grounded and real, and the youthful exuberance of the attendees was unbelievable. And of course, I tasted some great wines. You gotta listen into this episode. Please subscribe to the Wine Centric Show on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcast. And also, 5 stars are preferred. Enjoy the show. Here I am at the James Suckling event. I am just getting started, setting up at our table, pouring for La Pastole Wines, Clos Apalta. This is one of the best wines from Chile in the world, and it is just the beginning. Everyone's getting set up, so I got here early, and I think there's going to be a lot of great wine poured, a lot of great conversations, and a lot of great education. All right, James Suckling, New York. And guess who's here? The man who makes it all possible. Welcome. How are you?
No, it's great. I'm, gearing up for the second day. There's a huge line of people going around the building. They're really looking forward to tasting some great wines, hanging together. And I'm just really excited to be in New York, what I call the world wine capital. So here we are.
Yes. I have a question about how do you cultivate this level of wine enthusiasm? I mean, we know that, all the pundits say the wine enthusiasm is dying. People aren't drinking wine, but yet you see the people here, you see the energy, you see the youthfulness. How do you do that?
I just think that, you do hear bad news and people are drinking less wine. I don't really believe that. I think there's a great core of young and old wine consumers. And, they just want to come out and try wines and have fun. And that's the thing, is really having fun, sharing wine together and not like overthinking it. So we've really tried to communicate that at jamesuckling.com, particularly with our new media, or actually it's not even new, with our social media. And here it is. Here are the results. And just so many young people coming, trying one. And I like to say, like, it's not, academic. The way to learn about wine is through experience. And you can come here and taste hundreds of wines, talk to the producers, like make a tour of the world in one place.
Yeah.
And that's exciting.
And I love we talked about this off camera, how people are so open to try new and different things. And it doesn't matter. They don't come in with a preconceived notion about what it should taste like. They just are open to taste it.
Yeah. And I think that's really cool that, they're trying wines, of course, from Italy, France, South America, but also crazy stuff like Armenia and Romania. And those guys run out of wine. And that really shows how healthy wine is in the sense of popularity in the U.S. And people are really curious. And that's great.
Yeah, and I see that here. Last question, and then I'm going to let you get back to your duties.
Yes.
I know you've curated all these wines here, but is there anything that you're really looking forward to taste while you're here or revisit?
Yeah, so it's funny you should say that. I just saw a minute ago. I'm going, I got to taste that Pinot Noir from Alsace, from Hugel. And I'm really interested in Pinot Noir. I make a little bit of it myself in New Zealand. I have a small vineyard there. But I think it's interesting when you hear about the bad effects of climate change and global warming. It's true, definitely, in severe weather events. But at the same time, there's some interesting improvements that have happened.
Yeah.
Like Pinot Noir in Alsace, where the average temperature rose by 2 degrees centigrade in the last 15 years. And now they're making incredible red wines. And, I think that they offer an alternative to Burgundy, have a different character because of a lot of the granitic soils there. But it's an interesting point. So I'm going to head over there and taste it. Yeah, the crowd comes. Because we're sold out.
Nice. Less expensive version of Burgundy as well.
Yeah.
And the bright side of climate change. All right.
Exactly.
I'm going to let you go taste it. But I will say, if I'm not a 4 or 4.5 in tennis, but if you ever need somebody, I can hit the ball back to you.
Brother, I'm ready.
Pitch.
I got my rackets.
All right. Let's do it. Thanks, James.
Thanks again.
Okay. I love the idea of athletes transitioning to wine. So continuing amongst that, I have NFL champion Sydney Rice of Dossier Wines up in Washington State. What's up, Sydney?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. I had a chance to try your guys' Sauvignon Blanc the other night. What are you pouring here today?
We're pouring our Halo Cab, we're pouring our Viognier, our Syrah, and our Bordeaux blend.
You have Viognier here today?
We do.
Oh, man, I like you even more than I did before. So what got you into wine?
I get that question a lot, and I always tell people the honest truth. It was drinking a lot.
Same here. Same here.
Indeed. So I started drinking wine, a little more wine during COVID. Posted it on my story, and all of these people started sending me wine. So over the next year, I ended up trying over 300 bottles that people had sent me. So I fell in love with it, started buying books, reading about it, learning about it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to do something with you. What is your, if somebody's going to try a Dossier wine, what is the first wine they should try?
Oh, man, that's a tough one.
I know. I asked the tough questions.
Red or white?
Let's go white.
I would have to say our Sauvignon Blanc. Although our Viognier is spectacular, it's amazing. I would say our Sauvignon Blanc.
Okay. Now it's going to even be a tougher question. Are you ready? Take your Sauvignon Blanc and compare it to a former NFL or current NFL player. If you had to describe the Sauvignon Blanc as a player, who would it be?
Oh, man. Let's see. I'm going to go Justin Jefferson.
Oh, damn, dude. Okay. It's like light, smooth, fast.
Great finish, fast, and you can have it all day.
All right.
Watch it all day. I'll go Justin Jefferson.
Very cool. Well, Sydney, thank you. I'm going to get up to Washington State one of these days soon, so I'm going to come look you up.
Please do. We'd love to have you.
All right. Thanks, man.
Cheers. Cheers, everyone.
More from inside the Wine Centric Show at James Suckling. I have two of my favorite Italian wineries here from Da Milano and Zenato, and here to tell us all about it on her first tour for Da Milano, one of the most historic producers of Barolo. Here is Chiara.
I'm very excited to be here today. It's my first James Suckling event. I'm Chiara Da Milano. I'm representing the fourth generation of the Da Milano family. And today we are here to feature our two main excellences, so Cannubi 2019 and Cannubi Riserva 2017.
Yeah, and Cannubi is one of the best hills and vineyards of all of Barolo, so it's delicious. Chiara, what would you want to eat from your region with those wines?
So I would say that we can eat truffle, of course, with the Cannubi Riserva. I mean, like Plin also is another amazing.
What is it?
Pasta.
Okay.
Okay, Plin.
Yeah, I mean, you could put truffles from the Alba area on anything, and that would be
tagliarin with truffle.
Tagliarin.
And then with Cannubi 2019, you can choose Plin.
Okay.
So you can have these two kind of pastas.
Chiara, thank you so much for being here. And you can hand the microphone to this beautiful man. He is taking the wine world by storm, traveling all over the United States. And really, yes, but doing an amazing job of touting the exploits of great Italian wine. You and I were hanging out around this time last year in Italy and visiting the Zenato family, who you're
right.
here today representing. So welcome, Mr. Thomas Cooney.
Thank you very much, Matt. It's a pleasure and an honor. As you can see, I'm a little older than Chiara, and so which is good because the new generation are taking over.
That's right.
And they bring a lot of new energy for us too. So
you look young.
Mutual exchange. Thank you. Yes, today we're here with Zenato, Amarone Riserva 2015, very iconic, but I like to highlight the fact that we try really to revisit and review the Amarone concept in a very fresh, more dynamic and overall approachable way.
Yeah.
Of course, it's a big red wine, but there is also corner that can be smooth and of course, new vision to bring into the category. And that's why we're here. I would say the best of everything to everyone on the wine industry, and I'm very proud of your program.
Thank you.
Number one, we need a lot of energy. Again, in a difficult time, energy is the only way to get through.
You are like a human Celsius drink. You are the energy man of the wine world. So thank you for.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Because I work very hard in these directions, and luckily someone noticed that.
You sure do. And that little girl of yours at home who's beautiful needs your energy and your support. So get back to her soon. And thank you for being here and great to see you.
Thank you, Matt. Love you.
Thank you. Ciao. A very special guest this is Maya Della Valle of the Della Valle Winery out there in Napa Valley in Oakville. Welcome, Maya.
Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah. What are you pouring?
Today we are pouring the 2021 Maya, in addition to our special collaboration we do with Ornellaia DVO 2020 vintage.
Yeah. And so for those of you that don't know, Ornellaia is one of the world famous Super Tuscans, and you guys have a collaboration and making wine together. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of.
So, have you had a chance to try any other wines yet?
To be honest, I have only been able to try one, and then I had to go back to my.
Okay.
I'm hoping to get back out there and get a second round in.
Well, before you go back to pour, go taste something, and go wet your whistle for a little bit.
Well,
if you had one thing, it doesn't have to be one word because I hate being pigeonholed in that, but like to say what has been Della Valle's calling card for success and to achieve the connotation, the notoriety that it has, what do you think is a differentiating factor?
Well, we've always done our own farming. We're a really classic vigneron model where we're owners and operators. So we've always been dedicated to being stewards of our land and always producing the best wine, the best quality, and never cutting corners and making sacrifices as needed, always to build and maintain the prestige of the wine quality. So I think because of that, we have a really great loyal following, and customers always know that we are never putting anything less than the best in the bottle. It's my first name and my last name are on it, so.
It's amazing that it is truly family owned. You guys are integrated in the farming, and it's and you're here with your mom today, which is so cool.
It's really special when I get to pour with my mom. She doesn't come to every event, so it's really special when we get to have her there.
Yeah.
Here with.
Amazing. Last question, and I'll let you get back to pouring. What is the best pairing you've ever had with one of your wines?
Ooh, best pairing. Actually, it was in Mexico City. I did a wine dinner where the chef left wine and he just kind of cooked on the wine.
Oh.
Along with the wine that we went through with dinner. And he did this amazing mole that paired perfectly with our Cabernet. And it was, to this day, the most successful pairing I've ever seen.
Mole and Cabernet. It's like there should be a food festival just based on that.
I agree. I agree. We should make it happen.
That's awesome. Maya, thanks so much for your time and great chatting with you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Cool. Okay, I am here with a winemaker of Castello de Bossi, one of the wonderful, most wineries in the Chianti Classico region. This is the winemaker, Stefano Marianati. Welcome, sir. What are you pouring here?
So today we are pouring our Super Tuscan, the Corbaia, 70% Sangiovese, 25% Cabernet Sauvignon, 5% Cabernet Franc, aged in oak barrels, French oak barrel for 1.5 years. And our Berardo, that is our old vineyard from the estate, is the ancient Sangiovese that we have. And we are doing a Riserva from that, 2 years of aging in the large casks of Slovenian oak.
Very cool. What would you say would be the best pairing, the ultimate dish from the region to go with your wines?
Yeah, for sure. Like we are surrounded by white boars, maybe so a good stew of white boars and obviously the Florentine steak.
Oh, yes, boars, wild boars from the region. Well, thank you, Stefano, for being here, and we'll see you in Chianti maybe one of these days. Ciao.
Enjoy the tasting.
Okay, back inside the James Suckling event, I'm here with my good friend Sasha from Saint Julien. He is the owner of 2 amazing chateaus there. Can you tell us who you are and what you do there for these great chateaus in Saint Julien?
Hello, Mats. Thank you for having me on the camera.
Yeah,
it's very cool.
Thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure. So, as you said, yes, I'm owner of 2 chateaux in Saint Julien. One which is Chateau Gloria, which is 55 hectares, created by my great-grandfather into the 1930s.
Yeah.
And one other which is Chateau Saint-Pierre. It's a 4th classified grow of 17 hectares in the middle of Saint Julien. And I'm the commercial director and owner for the moment.
That's a big job.
It's a big job.
Yeah.
With troubles.
And so what are you pouring here today?
So I got some Saint-Pierre 19, which I got with me, and then some Saint-Pierre 16 to show two different vintage. One very classical from Bordeaux, the 19, and one much more round, much more firm as the 16.
So two great vintages. Those are the vintages of my sons, 2016 and 2019. So we're aligned,
Thanks.
Sasha. This is beautiful. For those that don't know, this is one of Chateau Gloria and Chateau Saint-Pierre, like I said, in Saint-Julien, one of the great houses of the left bank of Bordeaux, Cabernet-based blends. But Saint-Julien, I would always consider, you tell me, but as the most elegant expression of the left bank.
Exactly. After, I can't say about my neighbor or something, but we tried to be the most elegant possible with our wine. We got the strength of Pauillac into the north. We got the fineness of Margaux into the south. And when you mix them both, you get the magic of Saint-Julien.
That's it. Last question for you.
Yeah, sure.
Well, actually, I have two more questions. Do you feel the pressure of 4 generations to be, you seem like a calm guy, but inside, is it like going crazy because you have 4 generations to live up to carry your family's name?
I won't say it's a lot of pressure. It's a good pressure because you want to work further. You want to put your brick in the wall. After, if I can do at least the same as the 3rd generation to lead it to the 5th generation, it will be awesome. But you always focus on the future lives. You're building something for the future.
Yeah.
And this is the better pressure that you can get.
Yeah. No, it's good pressure, motivating.
Yeah.
Last question. What is the best food to drink with your wines? The ultimate food pairing?
The ultimate one, I would say the famous entrecôtes.
Entrecôte.
The
Yeah.
It's
So-
little rare.
Yeah. So that's a beef.
Yeah.
A big beef dish. Okay.
So it's how you like.
You heard it here.
You do whatever you want.
That's Sasha Lebobe Triod.
That's it.
Yes.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you. Great to see you. Inside the James Suckling Great Wines of the World, here we are at the Glass House. I'm with Monsieur Guillaume Akuka. And Guillaume, what are you doing here? What are you pouring here?
Hello, Matt. Well, today we're pouring some Clos Apalta from Colchagua Valley, Apalta Dio in Chile. We have 2 wines.
Yeah.
Clos Apalta, which is
You can
our,
show them to the camera, please.
our top cuvée, 2021, 100 points James Suckling. And we have the Petit Flow, which is the baby Clos Apalta, the small cuvée from the estate, 2021, and it's 96 James.
Big Papa Clos Apalta and little baby Petit Clos.
Yep,
So
exactly.
everyone gets to enjoy those. And these are amazing because they are Carmenere-based wines, right?
Exactly. It's Carmenere based. We have very old vineyard from the early 1900, 1907, 1910, 1930s, 1950s. So they're all vine pre-fillers, they are engrafted vines. And always Carmenere majority in the blend. So on that vintage, we above 60%, 65% for Petit Clos of Carmenere and Cabernet Merlot, and 75% for the Clos Apalta of Carmenere and Cabernet Merlot.
So cool. Thank you. These are great wines from Chile and Carmenere. If you're sleeping on it, get yourself some Carmenere. And also look for a future episode with the winemaker, Andrea De Leon, on the Wine Centric Show.
Thank you, Matt.
Hi, we are here with an American winery this time, one of the classics, Clos du Val, and we are here with the winemaker, Carmel Greenberg. Welcome, Carmel.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. What I didn't tell you off microphone is that I actually have still maybe 6 bottles left of the 1974 vintage, the famed 1974.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what are you waiting for? Why aren't you drinking?
I've opened maybe like 6 of them. Some were great, some were not so great. Have you had the chance to taste the 1974?
Yes, over the years I've tasted most of the vintages made by Clos du Val. There's some bottle variation and
Yeah.
depends where it was stored. So of course the stuff that was stored at the winery is usually good because we store it in perfect conditions.
Yeah.
Sometimes I mean, if you like aged wines, they could be amazing.
Totally.
It's not always everyone's cup of tea.
It's a different
cup of
flavor.
wine.
Yeah. All right. We'll go back to the future. What are you here pouring at James Suckling today?
So we are pouring 2 wines.
Yeah.
Our Napa Cabernet Sauvignon and our premium Stag's Leap wine, which is
Okay.
called the Etalel. This is our top wine. It's a Bordeaux blend. So it has 70% Cabernet Sauvignon, and then it has all 6 Bordeaux varieties. So some Merlot, Cab Franc, Petit Verdot, Malbec, and Carmenere.
Amazing.
6 varieties, but again, majority is Cabernet.
Yeah.
And it's all our Stag's Leap fruit.
What's one thing that people should know about Clos that separates it from so many of Napa Cabernet out there?
That we try to make a Cabernet that's very elegant, sophisticated, and complex, but specifically elegant, that it would pair well with many foods and be easy to drink a whole bottle of it.
That's
so
right.
We're not trying to make something very tannic
Yes.
or oak driven. We're light on the oak, and we're trying to make something complex but very elegant.
Yes, that's the one word I was thinking is elegant. Last question for you: what if you have your ideal pairing? You have a chef, and they will make anything that you ask for to pair perfectly with your Clos Stag's Leap. What would it be?
So again, since we try to make our wines very elegant and not heavy in any way, because we believe that pairs well with a variety of foods.
Are you going to say seafood?
Because I'm pescatarian.
Okay.
So yes, I was going to say maybe a shrimp dish or even salmon.
Okay. Yeah, salmon. Maybe even
I drink it with salad sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. Or maybe grilled tuna.
Grilled tuna sounds great.
I like that.
High tuna, and the plancha sounds perfect.
Carmel, I lied. There is one more question. I detect a slight accent.
Yes.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Israel.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up in Israel. I moved to California 18 years ago.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. This is thank you for joining the Wine Centric Show for a minute, and thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, more coverage from inside James Suckling. We are here with Sergio Sabater from Abadia Retuerta right next to Ribera del Duero in Spain. Tell us about the wines and some of the stories you were telling me about the place.
So our winery was built back in 1146. As you can see at the end, it's a beautiful abbey, renovated fully in 2012. We have a state natural park protected within the limitations of our vineyards, a total of 700 hectares, only 212 planted. We produce unique, very specific wines, and I like to describe it as an experience. In Abadia Retuerta, we try to express the soil's soul, and we say that is the best showing in terms of the quality of the wines that Ribera del Duero Valley can produce, because we don't have any DO limitations. We want, back in 2012, we were granted by the European Union with the highest accolade that a winery can get, which is our own DO. So we don't have limitations in terms of varieties. That's why I present Abadia Retuerta as the best expression of the Duero River Valley in the entire Spain.
Whoa, that was a big statement here. For those of you that are wondering what DO is, that means Denominación de Origen. So it's a geographic restriction of quality of a place where wines have a signature character of that region. And what wines did you bring here from the...
So for the presentation today, we brought our signature wine that in 2005 won the International Wine Challenge in London, Selection Especial 2019, and also our most representative wine, which is Pago Negralada. Pago is single vineyard, is a 6.2 hectares, beautiful 35 years old vines vineyard. And as you can see on the picture, in there, in the bottom, that is Pago Negralada facing the Abbey. Is the vineyard that is closest to the Duero River. The river is just behind the Abbey. And the name of Abadia Retuerta is from the Latin Rivola Torta, which means the double curve of the river. So back in the time, it was named in Latin. So we adapted the name to nowadays, and is Abadia, the house of the Abad, Abbey Retuerta, because it's the double curve of the river.
Yo quiero visitar Riva Tuerta.
Please welcome everyone. We have an amazing natural park state protected, and we have beautiful vineyards that you can walk through, and is the only winery with the longest riverside in the entire Ribera del Duero Valley. Think about this. In Ribera del Duero Valley, there are up to 14 different appellations. Everybody knows DO Ribera del Duero, but there are another 14 across the riverside. And in our vineyards, in that property, we have 4.2 kilometers of Riverside. And that's the water that irrigate and feeds our vineyard.
That's the key. And these are Tempranillo.
Tempranillo, 100%.
100%.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, Sergio, you're certainly not shy of the camera, and I can't wait to taste your wines. And
Absolutely.
thank you for sharing the story.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
That's all, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this bonus episode of the Wine Centric Show. And if you did, please download and subscribe. And we'll see you next week for episode 19 of the Wine Centric Show.